Reverend Raff and Beer Buddy, rocking round the world. What is happening, everybody? I am the Reverend Raff, joined once again by my good friend Kyle, aka the Beer Buddy.
What's going on, everyone?
We are the two dudes who talk music, and we are back on your screens today for the final episode of Rockin Round the World.
Oh, what a journey.
It has. It's been crazy. We have checked out so many amazing bands from a whole range of countries. If I'm trying to look at, I should have checked this before I got up to here, but let's never mind that.
It's been
too
like
late now.
50 plus countries.
Almost.
Yeah,
Because there's been
almost 50,
there's been a couple of weeks where things have been sort of skipped
busy.
over or whatever. We've been a bit busy, but so this will mark 48 episodes
Wow.
of Rockin' Around the World.
Dude, and really, really fun seeing the way some of the smaller countries tackle heavy metal.
Oh, they represent. They absolutely represent. And it's just, there's one thing that I've learned from this whole journey. It's just been, I mean, look, I know there was that global metal documentary that came out a number of years ago about, and it kind of went around the world into various continents and countries checking things out. But that's a movie. It's 2 hours in length. It can only do so much. I think it's really shown me like even in, you go to any country in the world, there's probably going to be a metal band somewhere.
Yes.
And granted, like heavy metal is where our interest lies, so of course we're going to be focusing on that. But I think it just goes to show how truly global it is as a genre, and that the love and passion for that music is there everywhere.
Yep. Doesn't matter how big or small the country is, it translates into it finds its way into every nook and cranny across the world.
Yeah. And we thought, because a lot of our viewers are from overseas rather than from Australia, if I go to the analytics here on YouTube and have a look at the old audience breakdown, 20, almost a quarter of our viewers are from the United States. About 16% are from Germany, funnily enough. Guten Tag.
Yes, good.
About 11% from South Africa.
That's awesome.
About 5% from the UK and 4% from Japan. So
we love that.
Very, very large, at least half of our audience is watching from overseas.
We love that.
Then we go 2.5% from Canada. Australia comes in 7th on the list. So what we thought we would do for this final episode of Rockin' Round the World, what do you do at the end of a journey? You come back home.
That's right.
Right? So what we thought we would do is show you guys we're going to do a bit of a mega episode. There's going to be 3 bands in this one. And we're just going to show you guys some of the Aussie metal and rock music that we love.
Yeah.
Some bands that, we have listened to for many, many years that have done amazing work, and we think the rest of the world needs to know about and pay more attention to. And hopefully give you guys a sense of why we are the way we are with our interests.
Yes, 100%. Why we love this Australian.
So this is going to be a big old episode with 3 bands in it. Now, if you've been staring at this mug here, wondering what the hell is going on, we're going to be opening. Yeah, if you're watching from Australia, you might know this one already, but from overseas, you almost definitely don't. Now, we're going to be opening today with a band that kind of went away for a while, and they're in the midst of making a bit of a comeback, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But they're called 12 Foot Ninja. They are from Melbourne. They have toured internationally a bit, I believe.
Yeah, they actually toured with Periphery as well.
Yep, they've done a bunch of Aussie tours. They've played tons of festivals over here, and they just do some really cool stuff. So there's a bit of a non-music bit at the start to give you, and this will give you a sense of the sense of humor and the tongue-in-cheekness that a lot of Aussie metal bands operate with. So we're gonna dive in and show you guys this one. The name of the song is One Hand Killing. It's one of my favorite songs by these guys. It's one of Kyle's favorite songs by these guys. So we're gonna sit back and enjoy the uniqueness that is 12 Foot Ninja. right, I had a slight audio hiccup, but here we go.
How you going? Have you been busy, have you? Have you been busy?
Yes, mate, I have been busy. I've been as busy as a
He looks so
bloke
much like our
barbecue.
mate Buzz, man. I swear.
does.
That is
dude.
busy, isn't it? That's quite busy. What about you, mate? Have you been busy? Have you been busy, have you?
I've been busier than a one-legged man in an asking competition.
Ah! Jeez, that is busy. It's quite busy. Shane, have you been busy, mate? Have you been busy, have you?
Fucking oath, I've been busy. Been busier than a dog too fucking dicks.
And what about you, Ryan? Have you been busy too?
Yeah, mate, I've been busy.
How busy have you been, pal?
I've been busier than a cat.
A fucking cat, mate. Is that right?
You haven't really been that busy. Been on holidays then, have you? Bit of relaxing time. Bit of watching the bloody grass grow. Watching the paint dry, have you?
No, I've been busier than a cat.
Ew.
Mate, everyone knows cats aren't that busy.
I've been busier than a cat bearing shit.
Nah. You haven't been busy, mate. You haven't been bloody busy at all.
On concrete.
What?
I have been busier than a cat bearing shit on concrete.
Well, that is fucking busy then, isn't it? You have been quite busy.
I'll just pause here for a second, right? I know if you're watching from overseas, you're looking at this going, "Oh, they're exaggerating." For we meet people like this.
Yes.
You go to a pub.
Not a weird thing.
You go to a pub, you will meet people that this is not that far from the fucking truth.
No.
Like,
No.
we're a weird bunch. We are.
It's true.
See then, haven't you?
He's a busy boy. He's a busy little beaver.
I love this part. The eye contact.
Look in my eyes while you put it in.
Now put your money where your mouth is. You have the method, but will you move mountains? This has become quite a vehicle with a roof for aggrandizing goals. You have adapted to the role. Your poor drill betrays your soul. Wherever you may go, may your heart remain yours. See the sequence, transhuman influence. I maintain observance, focused on radiance. You remain in silence, language omniscient. I renounce surveillance, devoid of vitality. Evacuate to the corner, provoke your
You've got to pause it, otherwise we're going to get DMCA'd. We got.
Oh, dude, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter.
yeah,
It's gonna get done. We're gonna get done anyway with this.
But just how good is that riff?
It's bro. It's an amazing example of like, you know, the jumping from high to low of it. The sort of, it's very rhythmic while also feeling frantic at the same time. It just adds a degree of intensity to the song. And it's something that a lot of bands try but don't really nail.
Yeah, it's true. These guys do it really well.
But, you know, these guys are really, I mean, it's, you know, heavy prog influence, obviously, with this band. Like, this is a band that, you know, will have songs that switch from, like, to bossa nova, and then they'll just switch back to, like, metal and then go to all sorts of weird places with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they love fucking around with genres and doing all sorts of cool shit. And it's one of the reasons why we kind of had to put these guys in this video, because no other Aussie bands are really doing this. Like, it's clear that bands like Dreg, who are also out of Melbourne, they've clearly taken a lot of influence from, what 12 Foot Ninja's doing in terms of just kind of throwing the idea of genre out the window, and you're just doing whatever and having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. Yep.
So
not doing it because it's supposed to be in the song, doing it because, hey, why not? And it fits.
Yeah. And like, can we do it? There's music is the one area where the whole thing of your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could that they didn't stop to think if they should is ignored. All right. I love music. Even though it may not be to my personal tastes, find the shit that is weird but somehow still works together and do it.
Yes.
That's I think there's just no rules when it comes to that stuff. But
that's it.
But this is one of my favorite songs by sure. It always gets me hype. Always.
From the brink you return to the saga. Even when you're willing, lost on a wonder kind. The sound of one and killing. You are being hunted, subject to summoning the landslide. You have an altar, the altar of a faceless serpentine call of a riddle. As you can imagine, they are pulling every last time. You will not falter. You offer to the people, consistently caught in the middle. I'll stand for you and the coast is clear. Climbing up to the top, gonna meet you there.
Like
that scoop part where it just drops, from
where they shift the riff down to all in the lower register. It's like, it just shows the same thing. And this is what I mean. Like, it's a perfect example of how playing the same thing but spreading it out across the neck can have different vibes entirely. Like, you got the high one and it's much more like frantic and like feels all over the place. And then when it goes down, it's like it feels really like dread, almost, you feel like dread, like something's really about to go wrong.
Yeah.
Or the situation is like escalating it just is. It's a great way to change the energy of the riff.
Yeah,
and
well,
more bands
especially
need
because
to explore it.
It feels like the bass scoops it up a little bit more because it is in that lower register. It moves away from the guitar really holding onto that riff, and then sort of just brings the bass into the equation a lot more.
But I think the other thing that I think is really cool about this film clip is it kind of highlights the duality of a lot of Australian metal bands.
Yeah.
Because on stage, they're the fully dressed, like all in black, serious face version of the band. And then off stage, they're this like the larrikin version of the band. These guys like being silly, joking around, like dressing normal, for lack of a better term, but like dressing in much more casual clothes. Like, it just the typical Aussie metal musician is both.
Yes, they're a metalhead
at
hipster.
the same time, and while they might be up, and I think that's a lot of metal bands, but I think particularly Australian metal bands for sure. It's just like on stage we can get like fucking I'm gonna fucking, and then off stage it's just like fucking being silly cunts.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's a great.
This is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
They're actually really nice guys. I actually had the opportunity to meet not the singer, but the rest of the band backstage. I didn't know that was happening, and I was very merry. at the backstage thing. I was probably a bit too merry. So, yeah, I apologize. But they were really nice. They were really, really,
You'd
really
been engaging
nice
in a
guys.
little bit too much holiday cheer.
Yeah, man. But it was great to see. I saw them at the Manning Bar, and it was the second time I'd seen them there. And the first time I saw them there, they were only half full.
Yeah.
And the second time we seen them there, the fucking show was sold out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was only like a year and a half apart.
Yeah.
Which was just fantastic to see.
Just goes to show that they really like, as soon as they got out there and people started hearing them, it was like, oh shit.
It was just, they just had their own gravitational pull.
Yeah, 100%. Now I've just gone back slightly so we can get this transition into the next bit.
Up on your feet, darling dear. May the gods guide you right back here. Without you here, it's not home. May you find what you're looking for. I need a piece, the infinite. May it burn through your deepest fear. Without punch, there's no show. May you hold them accountable. We back you into the corner. Provoke your will. From the brink you return to the stronger. Even when you're willing, the sound go on and give back you into the corner. Provoke your will. From the brink you return to the stronger. Even when you're willing, the sound go on.
And this super jazzy, like, outro to the song is just hilarious.
Fun little fact. I'm pretty sure Stevic, the guitarist, the one that was just holding the camera there, used to be a session musician for I can't remember her name now. She was in Neighbours.
I know the
Goodrum.
Delta Goodrum.
Delta Goodrum. He used to play guitar as a session musician for Delta Goodrum back in the day.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's a talented dude.
So yeah, that's band one. 12-Foot Ninja. Go. They got an amazing back catalogue. Go and check them out. As I said, they're gearing up for sort of a relaunch. I think they got a new singer now.
Yep.
But I can't wait to see what they're going to be doing going forward. They're an amazing band that really just kind of defies the rules around genre and just kind of does whatever they want to do. So,
which is what made him so great.
Absolutely. I mean, I saw him at when we had Download 2019 when that happened over here when they were trying to do Download.
Yeah.
They were playing on one of the big stages there. They had a giant fucking banner behind them and everything. It was crazy seeing them on a stage that size. But yeah, great dudes, great music. Just they deserve to be fucking all over the world playing the music in front of tens of thousands of people. Because that's
all the time.
Just the quality of what these guys do.
Agreed.
So we are going to move on to our second band now.
Yeah.
This is a band that we know a little bit more personally.
Yes.
So this is a band called Red B. They are from a town called Katoomba, which is in the Blue Mountains region west of Sydney. So you're in Sydney. You start driving west for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
You'll, after about an hour, you'll get to the Blue Mountains. Hour and 15, sort of, you get to the base of the Blue Mountains, and you make your way up there, and you get to a nice little town called Katoomba. Big retirement spot, It's got a really nice air up there. It's very kind of a lot of history in the town and all sorts of cool stuff. And these guys grew up there. The guitarist and bass player are brothers. Shout out to Dan and the boys. You guys are amazing. You've always treated us really, really well. And we've always been big fans. So we're going to be checking out a song of theirs that they dropped about 10 years ago called I Alone. Banger. Absolute banger. Dude. But this is another band.
These guys can't do much wrong either.
This is another band that plays around with a bit of a proggy sound and everything, and you'll definitely hear the Aussie accent coming through with this singer for sure. But it
works. It works in such a nice way.
And as we go through this, I want you guys to remember they are a 3-piece.
Yeah.
Before it next kicks into the next bit, is a great example of just, playing around with the time signatures and just doing something a bit that may feel a bit off kilter, but when you're in the groove of it, it's fucking there.
Yeah,
it's tight.
And these guys do so much of that, and they're so good at it. Like every single thing that they keep on coming out with is just better and better and better. They do not slow down.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is, okay, they're a 3-piece. It's easy for a 3-piece to sound like a 5-piece in the studio, right? But they manage it live.
Yes,
they sound just as big live as they do on all of the recordings, which is amazing. It's an incredible feat, and I still don't quite know how they fucking manage it, if I'm being perfectly honest.
No, but it's no one can work out.
Now strap yourselves in because it's about to take off.
Kick off.
Something else about Red B that I don't know if a lot of people know this, even people who have seen them a couple of times. something they used to do, at least back in the day, was because of the very complex nature of a lot of their songs, they would often play them live as instrumentals before they added lyrics in. So a lot of the, like, you know, they like a lot of their songs, they would sort of, you would hear them in different versions over the course of the development. So they would have like a before the lyrics were finished or before they were kind of dialing things in, they would just play the fucking song live as an instrumental because it was interesting enough that it still worked and stood on its own without needing lyrics. Which was awesome to see, like, just as a fan of their work, to see that way that developed the material like that.
I think I remember the first time I ever saw them play and Dan had that guitar up so high and I'm just like, it's not really a done thing.
No, it's not. In metal, it's very...
But
yeah,
if you're a good guitarist, a really, 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 really good one, generally that happens. So as soon as I saw him, I went, oh, this got to be fire. This got to be interesting and fire.
So, you know, the first time I saw them was at Bald Face Stag.
Oh, wow.
And it was... I went to see, with Kaz, to see Our Last Enemy.
Okay.
And it was... The lineup was... I can't remember the exact order. I don't think Our Last Enemy were headlining. I think they were on just before the headliners, but it was somebody else. It was Our Last Enemy, and then the two acts. I can't remember the order because this was so long ago. The two acts at the start of the show was Red B and Celebrity Morgue.
Oh wow!
So yeah, there's a fucking band name you've not heard in a hot minute. So, and I was just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, this is just... And I was immediately taken by the uniqueness of the band and the way they were moving on stage. And that kind of got me like, all right, cool, I want to see more. And so then I think I started following them on the socials. And then I went to see them it was like a Thursday night at the Bull and Bush Hotel.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's right. Thursday night at the Bull and Bush.
Thursday night at the Bull and Bush. They used to have shows on there every Thursday night, man.
Yep.
And yeah, it just was like immediately was just like these are some rad dudes. So
yeah.
Good dudes making good music. It's been way too long since I've seen them live. Guys, please come up to Brisbane and play a show. I'm begging you.
Yeah, just do one at random.
Maybe I'm gonna have to pay for them to do that.
Yeah, do it.
But yeah. So like it's just, yeah, and you know, it's obvious from listening to this, they're just an incredible band that really can keep it tight. You know. I mean, I know the drummer Ian once told me is like often he'll write parts and then figure out how to play them.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
That's different.
He'd often come up with ideas for parts and then have to figure out how to actually play it. For if it was physically possible to play what he'd come up with a lot of the time.
So was it make it first, ask questions, work out the details?
Sort of,
later?
yeah. He'd be like, I love that. I love that he was always pushing their limits. And Red B is a band that's constantly evolving. So, anyway, back to it.
What did you expect from me? Those broken bones. I can't believe you still deny it. Let me know when I can stop you right. I alone watch you burn until the coals get cold.
And like this shit where it's like, you know, in the song where he's like glowing when he's listening to, that's how I feel when I listen to Red B.
Yes.
You know,
yes,
it
100%.
like it feels like an uplifting experience every single time. One of the things that I really want to point out here is I have so much appreciation for the way that, you know, on this, that they've, you know, it's just one vocal track for Dan a lot of the time. But then when when the layering's coming in on stuff, it's really obvious and it really accentuates it.
It does. It fills the space right where it needs to be, and especially the way they work the vocals into the left and right and fade it in certain parts to really give it that extra sprinkle of sauce as well.
Yeah. And the little sections in this where it's like the bass and guitar are really interplaying and having a lot of fun with it, with each other, and the counter melodies, and just everything's being really, you know, really intricate and it's incredible stuff. And like I said, I can't encourage you to check out these guys enough. You know, big love to Dan, Ian, and Jim.
Yeah.
You guys are absolutely amazing.
I'll put them up there with Carnival.
Reach here. Let me know how much it costs to get you guys to Brisbane for a show, because I would just about pay it at this stage. I need my live Red B fix.
Yeah, far out.
Anyway, yeah. So that's another
If
one.
you're paying for it, you're picking the set list.
Yeah. I'll make them play Hot Titty. I'll make them play Hot Titty again. I might even make them play City Lights.
Ooh.
Love you boys. I wouldn't do City Lights to you, but I might insist on Hot Titty. Anyway, so that's another one. We'll have links to all these fucking bands down in the thing for today. So you know, go and check them out, please. Go and show them some love. And we will move on now to our third band, which also has Red in the name.
Yep.
REDHOOK. Now this is a bit of a more recent band that's popped up. We've had the pleasure of interviewing the bass player previously on the podcast, so big shout out there. But this is a band called REDHOOK. They have been going absolutely gangbusters over the last few years, and they've been doing tours like UK and Europe and all that kind of stuff, doing crazy stuff over there. This particular song by these guys, I've probably heard it live, I think, but I don't know if I've listened to the studio version. So this one will be a new one for me. But
this is one of my faves.
It's one of Kyle's favorites, so we're going to check this one out. This is REDHOOK with Jabberwocky. Strap yourselves in.
Alice in Wonderland fans.
I'm a little bit sick of hearing that I'm safe inside, where the bad things just can't get you. Thanks, I'll deal with the devil that's creeping underneath my bed. For the one that's real, terrorizing my head. Did I crash land? Jabberwocky, in wonderland. Jabberwocky, wake me up 'cause this isn't real. It's just a bad dream. I cave in my chest, hell freezes in my bloodstream. But it's all in my mind, 'cause I don't believe in this Jabberwocky.
Like, just such a high energy band. You know, they bring it. Like, I mean, I've caught them live at the Triffid, and they just put on an absolutely insane show. Like, yeah. Like Emmy, Ned. I'm sorry, I don't know the rest of the band's names. But you know,
genuinely fun band.
Yeah, that's it. If you want to have a good time, go to a REDHOOK show.
You'll never be disappointed. Like, that's the thing. Like, at the moment, even like just as a general thing, I think the women in heavy metal in Australia and New Zealand at the moment are doing some massively awesome things, man.
Oh,
and it's just great to see.
It's awesome. It's such a it's just great to see all around, and you know, we couldn't be prouder to be, you know, in the same, you know, sharing the same sort of industry space as, you know, so many amazing bands. Let's keep going.
To speak your mind, but I'm far too scared of feeling like
Scary
a
hands.
victim. I always used to play the hero, so let's pretend that's still who I am, not even face. Got an iron will moving on most days that I don't crash land. Jabberwocky, Jabberwocky, and word to land. Jabberwocky, wake me up 'cause this isn't real. It's just a bad dream. I cave in my chest, hell freezes in my bloodstream, but it's all in my mind 'cause I don't believe in this Jabberwocky, Jabberwocky. Wake me up 'cause this isn't real.
That's tasty. That's so
Wake me up 'cause this isn't real. It's just a bad dream. I cave in my chest, hell freezes in my bloodstream, but it's all in my mind 'cause I don't believe in this Jabberwocky. Wake me up 'cause this isn't real. It's just a bad dream. I cave in my chest, hell freezes in my bloodstream, but it's all in my mind 'cause I don't believe in this Jabberwocky, Jabberwocky. Is this a bad dream? I cave in my chest, hell freezes in my bloodstream, but it's all in my mind 'cause I don't believe in this Jabberwocky, Jabberwocky.
How good is that breakdown? How good is that breakdown? Oh,
That's
man.
hectic. And that chorus is like super catchy too. Like
It
that's
is,
going to be
man.
stuck in my head like for the whole week now.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
nuts.
That's why it's probably one of my favorites. It's heavy enough where it feeds into my little inner metalhead, but it's still got that real poppy appeal where it could sort of tip into that mainstream thing too. And
Oh,
the
yeah,
remix
yeah.
and the remix value on it for DJs and stuff like that is just through
Yeah.
the roof as well. I think that is something that bands really need to take a little bit more thought into, especially with the DJ space going the way it is. They're great tools, and if you want to get them to remix them, it's a really good idea.
Yeah, don't be afraid to get someone
Mm-hmm.
to try and see if anyone wants to remix your songs. Like, you can have a lot of fun. It gives you a bit more outreach, more plays because you still get, you still get credit on stuff. So, but yeah, so there you have it, guys. That's some Australian bands we think you should check out. If you want more, like, God, there is so fucking many.
Hit us up and we'll send you a list.
Yeah, seriously. If you want more, like, let us know and we'll we will send you an enormous list of Australian bands that you should probably check out. But either
go
way,
watch the podcast episodes because there's plenty of
lots
Aussie bands on there.
Bingo. Just scroll through the fucking YouTube history. Check out a lot of the bands we've interviewed because most of them are Australian bands.
Yep.
But that brings us to the conclusion of the Rockin Round The World series. I really hope you guys have had a great time. If you've watched this far into the series and this episode, thank you. Thank you very, very much.
We appreciate it.
So that kind of wraps that one up. As for what is next, tune into the podcast tomorrow.
Yes.
This week's episode of the podcast will have some very, very big news about what is coming for us in the future. And don't forget about our live stream coming up on
it's
the
gonna be a good one.
20th of December. That'll be our last thing for the year. So make sure you tune in for that one. There'll probably be a thing on YouTube up for it by now. So just make sure you click on that, click notify me, and you'll get an alert when we go live. That is 20th of December. Australian East Coast time. So just keep that in mind for all of you people watching from overseas. Thank you.
Make sure you
very,
jump
very
on.
much.
We want to see you in the chat. We want to see you in the chat. So jump on.
Yes.
Any of you nearly 5,000 beautiful people.
Yes, but look, thank you again for everyone who's come along on this Rockin' Around the World journey with us. What's next? You have to watch the podcast tomorrow to find out.
That's it. Go find out.
Take care of yourselves and your mates. We'll catch you guys next time.